So I'm Christine Boatwright. I'm the creative director of Sparkler Magazine, and today we have Rochelle L. Sharpe with us from, well, I'm in South Carolina, and you are,
In New South Wales, Australia.
that's literally a world away.
Yeah.
So, so welcome. I'm glad we get to chat today. So, and nice to meet
Thank
you.
you. Yes, nice to meet you too.
Um, okay, let's jump right in. Tell me, what made you become a writer? How did you start this journey?
Um, well, I've always told stories from when I was tiny. Um, yeah, I was always making things up, like with my brothers and sisters. I'd make them act out all my stories with me. This was even before I could physically write, before I even knew how to write. And then um once I knew how to write, I started writing them down and I've never stopped. So it's been a lifelong dream, yeah, to be a writer.
I love
So
that. Tell me, I believe you're writing fantasy mostly. Is that where you are?
yes. So I actually have a contract for a contemporary romance, a small town contemporary romance coming out next year. But yeah, I also write fantasy. I love fantasy as well. So yeah.
Well, I saw you have a particular love for dragons, which I feel goes with the fantasy
Yes.
writers. You weren't the only one. And I'm listening to Christina Bear's like Wormwood Abbey series.
Yep.
Have you read them? I don't know.
Not yet, but they're up on the top of my TBR list
Yeah.
because yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard such amazing things about them.
I mean, especially if you love dragons and like cozy
Yeah.
fantasy, they're
Yeah.
fabulous. So highly recommended. Well, I'm only on book two, but so far so
Yeah.
good. So well, great. YA is kind of its own, obviously its own audience, kind of its own category. Why did you choose YA? Is there a specific purpose or ministry or reason behind that?
I just love reading it. Like, yeah, I just love YA stories, especially YA fantasy. I just think I love the adventure and that coming of age story. And it was just, yeah, natural for me to write it because I just love reading it so much. So yeah.
I feel that. My oldest kids are in the middle grade era, and
Yeah.
I'm tempted to try to write for them, right? Because middle grade is
Yeah.
so fun. And then it could just kind of leads into YA, which is even a bigger adventure, I think it can
Yeah.
be. And then you hit adult, which there's wonderful, wonderful adult books too, but it's a little bit like, oh, real life, like
Yeah.
jobs and responsibilities and things. Like,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
So so fun.
Yes.
Um, do you have a favorite writing tip or some kind of advice that you like to give?
I would say share your writing with others to get feedback. I think a lot of in the beginning, I was very scared to share my writing with other people. And I think it took me longer to get toward that publication path because I wasn't learning as much as I could because it was all just trying to do it myself. But as soon as I started, sharing my writing with other people and getting them to point out things that I couldn't see myself, and I could grow as a writer then. So yeah, it's very scary at first, but don't be scared. Or just do it anyway. Do it even if you're afraid, and send your writing out, and it will really help you grow. And because yeah, there's lots of things you cannot see in your own story. You might be thinking, oh, I wrote this so clear and they understand exactly what I've written. And then you get it back from someone else and they're like, I don't understand this at all. This is not clear what's going on here. And you're like, oh, but I thought it was perfect. So
That's so
yeah, share
true.
your writing.
I love that.
Mhm.
My first attempt was with picture books, and I submitted for a critique at a conference, and the woman was like, I don't know who your main character is. And I was
Oh,
like it just I was a little bit embarrassed, but also really good feedback that I did not know what I
yes.
was doing, right?
Yeah.
Gosh, you learn and you grow. I think that's okay.
Yes.
We all do. So
Yeah.
So I honestly don't have a lot of experience with flash fiction, which is its own
Yeah.
beast, right? Um, when you're thinking of writing a story that's small and tight, like how do you even approach it? How do you start?
It's so funny because I swore I'd never be able to write flash fiction. Like, I'm like, every time I try, nearly every time I try to write a short story, which is a bit longer, it would end up being a novel. So I thought,
Oops.
there's no way I can write flash fiction. Like, I've tried short stories and I just keep thinking, oh, this would be so much better as a novel. Um, but then I started trying and I actually found it easier than the short story, and I wasn't trying to make everything into a novel, so it must be just that perfect length. Um, yeah, it is really hard though. Still, like, I'm fairly new to it as well. Like, I think last year was when I really started getting into the flash fiction. So because yeah, as I said, I was a bit nervous to try it. Didn't think I'd be able to do it. So yeah, I think I kind of try and think of it more like a writing a scene rather than it still has to have the full story elements, but I'm not trying to. In my head, it's like this is not a novel. This is kind of like a little part of your novel. So you got to just yeah take that small part and just try to capture that moment rather than yeah the big whole thing.
The details, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, your story, honestly, I won't give away the ending because people need to read
Yeah.
it on sparklermagazine.com. But I was shocked. I love the ending was so good. I, I was floored. I just didn't see
Yeah.
that coming, and you did such a great job. So
That was kind of like the first thing was like that ending. Like when I was like, I want to set this in space, that ending just came straight away. And I'm like, okay, so now I have to get her from there to that ending and
what
work
a
that out. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Yeah, I was a bit shocked at the ending too. I'm like, oh, I love this.
yes, it was so gripping. It was brilliant. Loved it.
Yeah.
Um, okay, would you like to share about one of your books or upcoming projects, or what's happening right now?
Well, my most favorite young adult project is my Dragon Riders project, which I'm currently querying slash thinking about self-publishing. Haven't decided yet, but yeah, I love dragons. And it's a Christian YA fantasy. Um, in a world where only boys can be dragon riders, a girl is called for the first time. And so then she has to go to the academy and try and prove herself that girls can ride dragons. So yeah, that's
I
one
like
of my
that.
favorites. So
Very well.
hopefully
Best of
in the
luck.
future.
I know
Thank you.
the querying season is not for the
Yeah.
faint-hearted. So,
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us. Appreciate that. Hey, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more clean young adult content and check out sparklermagazine.com for our free quarterly clean young adult magazine.